Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Baina Midday News. I'm Khadija Tukubra Keilani. Coming up in today's headlines, Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei Mensah says government is committed to completing ongoing health projects in the region. Also, religious leaders to petition Parliament to halt lithium agreements. And in politics, minority leader urged government to create an office of the Audit General in each district to combat corruption. Details of the stories comes up shortly. Live on Facebook and YouTube at Baina TV. Now the stories in details. The Minister of Education, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, has emphasized that President Akufo-Addo's unparalleled commitment to education, showcasing a remarkable record of systematic improvements since 2017. He asserted that the current administration's educational performance over the past 6 years surpassed that of earlier administrations in the last 14 years, with positive changes occurring from various schools.
Delivering the keynote address at the 5th session of the 15th Congregation of the University of Professional Studies in Accra, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum highlighted that the government's commitment to transforming the landscape of public education in the country with the construction of ultra-modern classroom blocks for numerous schools that are already reshaping lives and changing the narrative of education in Ghana. He said they have now moved from transforming secondary education to transforming public education as a whole. New schools are being built across the country, so it is not true that this government has not invested in basic education.
While the Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei Mensah has rejected claims that the government has abandoned hospital projects in the region. Speaking in a meeting with the Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives in the Ashanti region, Mr. Osei Mensah insisted that major facilities, including Agenda 111 and VAMID projects, will be completed by 2024.
The minister says some of the projects have been commissioned and are currently in use, while efforts are being made to complete others by the first quarter of 2024. The Ashanti region has a total of 32 hospital projects that are either ongoing, completed, or in use, but the current administration has come under pressure for completing the major ones on time. He insisted that the projects, including those inherited from the previous administration, are at various stages of completion, while others are operational. The Ashanti Regional Director of Ghana Health Service, Dr. Emmanuel Tinkwa, also said facilities within Greater Kumasi upon completion will be converted into specialist hospitals to ease pressure on the Kumfuanochi Teaching Hospital.
Away from that, religious leaders in the country are planning to petition Parliament to halt Ghana's lithium agreement with Barari DV Company Limited. Pressure has been mounted on the government to reconsider the lithium deal following reports that Ghana is being shortchanged. During a roundtable discussion at the Institute of Economic Affairs in Accra on Tuesday, the presiding bishop of the Methodist Church of Ghana, Reverend Paul Boafo, and the spokesperson of the National Chief Imam, Sheikh Armiyao, said the current deal is not the best for the country and must be renegotiated.
Concerns regarding the potential exploitation of Ghana's resources and insufficient benefits for the country have fueled public debate and demands for transparency and fairness. According to Sheikh Armiyao, the mineral resources of the country do not belong to this generation alone, but they also belong to the unborn generation.
The resources of our country doesn't belong to us alone, but it belongs to the children unborn. Even as at that time, this point was made.
Once mineral resources of the country are kept and entrusted, those who manage it do not own it. He added that they are accountable to society, so for them to engage in any contract, there must be certain engagement where the people are satisfied.
Once the mineral resources of our country are supposed to be kept in trust, those who manage it do not own it. That's what it means. They are accountable to the largest structure of the society. And for them to engage in any contract, there must be a certain engagement where the people are satisfied.
He further said that the nation cannot sit down and let this also go down the drain and let people take it away for us to suffer. Similarly, Reverend Boafo stressed the need for a revised agreement that prioritizes Ghana's interests, that he thinks that the country ought to critically look at the agreement and come out with what Ghanaians really want.
Cannot, as a nation, sit down and let this also go down the drain and let people take it away for us to suffer, our people to suffer. I think that what we ought to do is to take this agreement, look at it critically, come out with what we would need. Just as a friend said, the 100% should be on the table. That this is what Ghanaians need. And then, when we are looking at it, it should inure to the benefits of Ghanaians.
Former Chief Justice of
The executive of National Media Commission Secretary George Sapon has indicated that stations cited for different offences may be pardoned by the Commission if they regret and cease airing immoral content. The National Communications Authority and the National Media Commission issued a final warning to Esumafu TV, Adwempa TV, Diamond TV, Nkabom TV and 8 other channels for allegedly airing inappropriate sexual content, money doubling, occultism and fake lottery content. Based on a joint report from the National Media Commission and the National Communications Authority, there was a 64.7% increase in reported cases of unethical and illegal content on the Ghanaian airwaves in the second half of November 2023. The two organizations claim that this number is greater than the first fortnight report that was made public on November 16, 2023. The overall number of reported cases of unethical and illegal content on the airwaves increased by 64.7% in the second half of November, according to the NCA and NMC's November monthly report. This trend was higher than the first fortnight report, which was released on November 16, 2023. If the channels carry on with their purportedly unethical behavior, they might be taken off the air. Meanwhile, the government has been urged by the minority in Parliament to think about setting up an office for the Auditor General in every metropolitan, municipal and district assembly throughout the nation in order to help combat corruption. According to the caucus, the Auditor General presently works in 63 district assemblies, 30 of which are leased.
The first Deputy Minority Whip, Ahmed Ibrahim, argued during a debate on the approval of a 633 million Ghana cedis budget for the audit service for the year 2024 that the audit service operations needed to be strengthened in order to combat corruption. He underlined that having an Auditor General's office in each district would greatly dissuade and disincentive people from participating in unethical behavior.
So one of the 8 members of parliament sponsoring the promotion of proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill 2021, Roxanne Nelson, has clarified that it does not seek to purposely imprison culprits. He made a statement when he spoke to the media in Accra. He explained that the bill is to serve as a deterrent, adding that the main purpose is to ensure reforms.
The bill criminalizes sex between persons of the same sex, between a man or a woman, and an animal or object, proposing imprisonment of between 3 and 5 years. The Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee recommended a jail term of up to 3 years without suggesting a minimum sentence. Meanwhile, Parliament could not agree on the appropriate punishment for the LGBTQ+ persons engaging in unnatural carnal knowledge with each other. Mr. Difiamekbo said he supported the lower limit. The legislation which is considering would lead to an enactment involves certain aspects of conduct that needs to prescribe, and not all of them should necessarily lead to custodial sentence. He added that the bill is designed in a way that the court can grant corporates a second chance to amend their ways if found guilty. He therefore called for the support from international stakeholders against the bill to appreciate its focus. And the chairman of Advocates of Christ Ghana, Edem Senanu, agreed with the concept that the court can caution individuals found guilty of the same-sex activities. He described it as a fair approach, adding that there should be instances where cases of persons cautioned more than once are followed up with sanctions being escalated.
In other stories, the First Lady Rebecca Ekufu-Addo has predicted that Ghana will, in the near future, elect its first female president. According to her, achieving such a novelty would be an inspiration for girls across the country to do more for the development and progress of Ghana.
Addressing the 5th session of the 15th congregation at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, the First Lady admonished young girls to be motivated to aspire to greater heights in their careers and the pursuit of self-improvement. She emphasized that the significance of role played by women in both the judiciary and executives, stating that she dreams of a day when Ghana will boast of a female president.
Like Martin Luther King, I also have a dream. I dream that one day there will be a woman president in Ghana. And the title Madam President will be said as easily as Mr. President. We hope this honor and our humble contribution to our nation will inspire girls to aspire to the very top.
The University of Professional Studies also conferred on the First Lady an honor degree of Doctorate of Humane Letters. Former and Ghanaian first female Speaker of Parliament, Justice Adeline Bamfuado, and the former first female Chief Justice of the Republic, Justice Georgina Theodora Wood, were also honored for their respective contribution to the development of Ghana.
Finally, in sports, Heart of Oak have complained to the Ghana Football Association about the conduct of referee Reginald Collins Amwa during their recent match against Asante Kotoko. The Phobians lost the game 3-2 and have accused the referee of bias and unprofessional behavior.
The club claimed that the referee ignored clear offside calls, allowing Kotoko's second goal to stand. According to House of Oak, the referee's conduct was questionable and may have influenced the outcome of the match. This is not the first time that referee, Reginald Collins Amoah, has faced criticism for his performances. He has officiated 5 games in the ongoing 2023-2024 Ghana Premier League season and has been criticized for his handling of several matches. House of Oak will aim to bounce back from their defeat when they face Nations FC in their next match. The game is scheduled to take place at the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex, and the Phobians will be looking to secure a vital win to move up the league table. The club are calling for an investigation into the matter and want the GFA to take appropriate action against the referee.
Ibrahim delivers. Mtange's header, and that's the opening goal. Linda Mtange breaks the deadlock. The Congolese midfielder puts the Phobians ahead in Kumasi. It's Linda Mtange, his first ever Super Clash goal.
All we have for you for our midday news. For more stories, log on to our website, bainamultimedia.com. I'm Khadija Kubra Keilani. Have a good afternoon. Many thanks for doing the watching.